fingers out. So I work from a shorter length to a longer length in kind of a rapid way. Obviously it's going to be a softer feel. And I'm going to go over that again to make sure it's exactly how I want it.
Wow. So when Paul Mitchell speak, that would be like the triangular layers. No?
Really, no. The only time I ever did this on Paul Mitchell was at the G haircut. Triangular one with the panels. The Asian girl.
Oh, okay,
It's the
gotcha.
only time I ever did that.
With the things like this.
With moving, yeah, with the convex hints
Yeah.
everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the whole Paul Mitchell thing, that what I did there, that's training wheels. That's all that is. And that's the kind of the problem when you have people that don't quite own it, they think that's the only way. That's only like a quarter of the stuff that I would ever tell you and show you, you know what I mean? That was like the first part of someone's career, so that's Fisher Price.
Mm-hmm.
That part, you know what I mean? And then there's another part for it, but I never stayed, so I didn't get to
There's color from that M for molding on top of pretty neat.
the what?
The, you know, the M, like, sort of thing for molding.
That's what it was for originally, but someone thought it was Mitchell. No. It was something I'd done at Sassoon years ago, and I was to do it on a shorter underneath shape and then do that, and it would be the M from Djmuldoon.
Yeah, it's cool.
Aha.
So just saying, we would be in the understand.
You want that one?
So what this is doing is it's creating a softer overhang.
Well, connecting the front and the back,
I'm
right?
still connecting it, yeah. But I'm just letting it hang over a little bit so it moves.
Okay.
And once I've done that, I can now come into it and point cut that top. Point cutting, what that's going to do for me, it's going to soften the edge. People call this texturizing. It's not texturizing. I'm not permanent, I'm not relaxing. Right? So therefore I'm not texturizing, I'm not changing any texture. I'm making it lighter, I'm layering the hair. Just removing weight, that's all it is, it's point cutting. So the misconception is that when people call it texturing, it's actually just layering. Any of the texturizing, just so you know. Pulling back some of that top onto this underneath and just joining that in as well. Softly though. Again, I've got that really strong shape on the underneath. The top, I kind of want it to just move around and be softer over it. Do you get what I'm saying? So it has kind of a softer edge to it with that stronger underneath. So this is the visual part of the haircut. This is you putting your signature on the corner of the painting. This is what makes it yours. How you detail the haircut. I'm looking for soft movement. I'm going to strengthen the outline afterwards though, just so you know. So the haircuts later, what we're going to be working on. Like I said, I'm not going to really teach you a specific trend, but I'm going to start with a haircut that you probably could use a lot in the salon. It's going to be a variation of something that you would probably normally always do. It could be a concave layer. but I'm not going to approach it like any concave layer that you usually would do. The kind of way that people do that particular haircut, they don't cut it to work with how it's blow dried. If you think of like, you know, I'm talking about your very standard concave Kardashian Friends haircut, right? Now, generally when you do that haircut, you either pull the hair forward and cut around the face, or you pull the hair up and you cut short to long. And what it does is it leaves it the heaviest in the back, where it is already the heaviest. So you actually cut a mullet. That haircut is a mullet, just so you know. So your haircut's a mullet, your haircut's a mullet, your haircut's a mullet, your haircut's a mullet. Yours is a mullet and a ponytail. Yours is probably a mullet, right? But because it's long, it doesn't fall. But it's technically a mullet. Because what you're doing is you're pulling away from where there's the most density. And you're taking out the weight where there's the least density. Right? So you're making all the action here. And there's nothing going on back here. This is the view that you look at with your client when you're looking in the mirror and you're like, look, isn't that nice, right? But what you're failing to be able to show them and make them aware of is the fact that the heaviest part of their head is now the flattest part of their head, right? That's why sometimes, I don't know if you guys do it here, and I see it a lot in my salon sometimes, like when they're using a round brush, there'll be like 5 stuck in parks in the back of the head, just hanging there. Because you're trying to get volume in that area where it's flat.
Yeah.
Right? So why do you do that? So I'm going to teach you how to cut that without creating a mullet. So.
I usually, when I do layers, I usually do graduation in the back. I don't know, for some reason that works for me, so then they see the layers back there and they see the hair.
I'd like to see what you're talking about.
Yeah, you have to see it. Like
I would, because it's
like
kind of like
like a 90, but at the front I do lift up. But I always do graduation in the back for some reason.
Are you sure it's graduation?
Yes, it's
You're
graduation.
very positive.
Well, like a 90, you know, like I go.
90's not,
and I
90's
go up.
layering. That's layer. It's not graduation.
Yeah, but I do the 45. That's what I'm thinking in my
Right.
head. I go down.
But if it does this, it's layering.
Yeah, like I stop like there and then I go up.
Yeah, that's layers. Yeah. You changed it from graduation to layers. It started as grad and then you changed it. If you just keep it grad, then that's grad. Alright, outline. Oh, I don't have to do this.
This is the best part.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeehaw.
So